Hello everyone, welcome to Math is Fine. Our lesson for today is all about solving routine and non-routine problems involving finding the percentage, rate, and base using appropriate strategies and tools. Bago natin pag-aralan ang pag-solve ng routine at non-routine problems, ay magre-review muna tayo ng mga formulas, how to find the percentage, rate, and base. So, meron tayo ditong T-hands triangle. So, hahatiin natin ito into 3 parts. Okay, bandang taas, ito yung ating percentage. Kung ang percentage ay mawawala, ito ang ating formula. Percentage is equal to rate times base. So, yung nasa baba natin ay i-multiply natin. Paano naman kung ang base ang ating hahanapin? Ano ang ating formula? So, ang formula natin, pag base ang hahanapin natin ay base is equal to percentage over rate. Paano naman kung rate ang ating hahanapin? So, pag rate ang hahanapin natin, ang ating formula ay percentage divided by base. So, ito yung ating mga important formulas na kakailanganin sa pag-solve ng routine problems involving how to find the percentage, rate, and base. So, una nating pag-aralan is how to solve routine problems involving finding the percentage, rate, and base using appropriate strategies and tools. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng routine problem? So, when we say routine problem, it is a type of a problem in which there is an immediate solution. Our first problem. A factory has 500 workers, of which there are 60 more men than women. What percent of the factory workers are men? Okay, para ma-solve natin ang problem, ito ay gagamitan natin ng Polya's problem-solving strategy. So, ano ba yung Polya's problem-solving strategy? Okay, ito yung unang step natin ay we need to understand. Under understanding, we should know what is asked. Ano yung tanong sa ating problem? What are the given facts? Ano yung mga given numbers na makikita natin sa problem? Or what is or are the heading question to answer the problem? So, pag naintindihan na natin yung problem, next is we are going to have a plan. Okay, magpaplano na tayo base dun sa tanong at saka sa given facts or the hidden question sa problem natin, then we are going to formulate a plan. So, under planning, we should know what strategy that we are going to use to solve the problem or what operation to be used in order for us to solve the problem. Okay, next is we're going to solve or carry out the plan. So, dito, susolve na natin yung problem natin gamit yung ating plan. Next is we're going to look back or we're going to check if our answer is correct or not. These are the steps that we'll follow using Polya's strategy. Okay, next is intindihin na natin yung ating problem. We're going to analyze. Una, what is asked in the problem? Ano ba yung pinakatanong sa problem natin? So, meron dito, what percent of the factory workers are men? So, in our problem, it is asking for the percent rate of the factory workers which are men. Okay, next na kailangan nating malaman, what are the given facts in the problem? So, pag sinabi natin given facts, ito yung mga numbers na makakatulong sa atin para ma-solve natin ang problem. So, the given facts are 500 workers and 60 more men than women. So, if we're going to read again our problem, a factory has 500 workers, of which there are 60 more men than women. So, binigay dito yung 500 workers. Yun yung given. Tapos, another given is 60 more men than women. Pero unang tanong, alam ba natin kung ilan ang men? Alam ba natin kung ilan ang women sa factory na yon? So, hindi natin alam. Ito yung tinatawag nating hidden questions. So, our first hidden question is, how many factory workers are men? And the second one, how many factory workers are women? So, itong dalawang hidden question na to, kailangan muna natin itong masagutan para makuha natin yung answer dun sa question natin na what percent of the factory workers are men? So next natin gagawin ay bubuo na tayo ng plan kung paano natin ma-solve ang problem. What strategy that we're going to use? So in this problem, to know how many men and women, first is we're going to use the order of operations. Then, to know what percent of the factory workers are men, we're going to use the percent rate. So, pangalawa is gagawa na tayo ng ating number sentence. So, step 1, men is equal to, paano natin makuha yung number of men? Ito yung formula na pwede nating magamit. Ito yung ating number sentence. Open close parenthesis, 500 minus 60 divided by 2. So, bakit tayo nagbawas ng 60? Because sinabi dito na there are 60 more men than women. So, ibawas muna natin yung lamang ng men sa 500. So, ang sagot dyan, i-divide natin sa 2. Tapos, i-plus natin uli si 60 because there are 60 more men than women. So, yun yung pinakauna natin para makuha natin yung sagot natin kung ilang men meron sa factory na yun. Okay, na step 2. Paano natin malaman kung ilan naman ang women? So, syempre, pag nakuha na natin yung number of men, ngayon naman, 500 dun sa total workers minus men, ang sagot dun ay for the women. So, for step 3, get the percent rate of men to the total factory workers. So, number of men ang kailangan natin dito over 500. So, gagamitin natin yung ating formula na rate is equal to percentage divided by base, which is our percentage is the men over 500. So this is the time that we're going to execute the plan. For the first step, men is equal to 500 minus 60, open close parenthesis, divided by 2 plus 60. So using PEMDAS rule, una natin i-solve yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. 500 minus 60 is equal to 440 divided by 2 for men and women. The answer is equal to 220 plus 60 because there are 60 more men than women. So, the number of men is equal to 280. Okay, for step 2, for the number of women, 500 minus 280 is equal to 220. So, next natin ay ang ating step 3. Get the percent rate of men to the total factory workers using the formula rate is equal to percentage divided by base, where the percentage is equal to 280 divided by 500, which is the total factory workers. So, dito pwede natin i-cancel ditong dalawang 0, isang numerator, isang denominator. Okay, 280 and 500 are both divisible by 10. So, natitira na lang natin ay 28 over 50. So, 28 and 50 also can be reduced to lowest term by dividing 2 both numerator and denominator. So, 28 divided by 2, the answer is equal to 14. 50 divided by 2, the answer is equal to 25. So, ngayon, nasa lowest term na yung ating fraction, gagawin na natin tong percent rate by dividing the numerator by the denominator. So, 14 divided by 25 is equal to 0. 0 times 25 is equal to 0. 14 minus 0 is equal to 14. Then, pwede tayo mag-add ng decimal point at 0. Bring down 0. 140 divided by 25, the answer is equal to 5. 5 times 25 is equal to 125. 140 minus 125 is equal to 15. Bring down 0. 150 divided by 25, the answer is equal to 6. 6 times 25 is equal to 150, and we don't have a remainder anymore. So, we got an answer of 56 hundredths. So, to change decimal to percent, just move the decimal point 2 places going to the right and put the percent sign. So, 56 hundredths, this is equal to 56%. And this is our answer in the problem. The last step is we're going to look back to check whether our answer is correct or not. So, alamin natin yung ating percentage. Pag nakuha natin ay 280, ibig sabihin yung 56% natin ay correct. So, base natin ay 500, rate natin ay 56% or 56 hundredths. Then, we're going to find the percentage. Using the given numbers, let's multiply. Okay, 5 times 0 is equal to 0, 5 times 0 is equal to 0, 6 times 5 is equal to 30. 5 times 0 is equal to 0, 5 times 0 is equal to 0, 5 times 5 is equal to 25. Then we're going to add the partial product. Bring down 0, bring down 0. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, and bring down 2. So we're going to count the decimal numbers in our factors. So we have 1, 2 numbers. We called it decimal numbers. So we count also 2 decimal places in our products. Okay, 1, 2, then nandito dapat ang ating decimal point. Then pwede natin itong makancel. Then our answer is equal to 280, which is the number of men. Ibig sabihin, yung 56% is correct. Our second problem. 500 pupils were 10% of the pupils who enrolled in the ODL class, and the rest of the pupils were enrolled in the MDL. How many pupils were enrolled in both modality? Para ma-solve natin ang problem, we're going to use the Polya strategy. Una, what is asked in the problem? So, it is asking for the number of pupils enrolled in both modality. Okay, pangalawa, what are the given facts in the problem? So, meron tayo ditong 500 pupils at saka 10%. So, ang 500 pupils dito ay hindi pa talaga ang kabuuan na pupils sa school kasi this is only 10% of the pupils. So, the given facts in the problem are 500, which is our percentage, and rate is equal to 10% or 0.1. So, we know already what is asked in the problem, what are the given facts. Next is we're going to have a plan. What strategy that we're going to use to solve the problem? So, we're going to solve for the base. What is our formula? Okay, base is equal to percentage divided by rate. We have already a plan, so let's execute the plan. We're going to solve for the base, which is equal to percentage divided by rate. Our percentage is equal to 500 and the rate is equal to 10% or 1/10. So, let's divide 500 divided by 1/10. So, ang napapansin natin dito sa ating divisor is meron siyang decimal point. Ang gagawin natin dito ay gagawin nating whole number, i-move lang natin decimal point sa pinakakanan. Tapos, pag nag-move tayo ng isang decimal place sa ating divisor, mag-move din tayo ng isang decimal place sa ating dividend. Pag walang number, pag whole number ang ating dividend, we're going to add 0. So, we're going to divide 5,000 divided by 1, the answer is equal to 5,000. Therefore, there were 5,000 pupils enrolled in both modality. The last step is we're going to look back or check whether our answer is correct or not. So, gagamit tayo ng isa sa ating formula, percentage is equal to rate times base. So, ang ating base is equal to 5,000 at ang rate natin ay 10% or 1/10. So, let's multiply. We're going to get the percentage. So, 5,000 times 1/10. In multiplying a whole number and a decimal number, first is we're going to multiply as if multiplying whole number. Then afterwards, we're going to count the decimal places in our factors. So, 5,000 times 1 is equal to 5,000. Then we're going to count the decimal number. We have only one decimal number in our factors, so we can cancel 1 0 in our answer. Therefore, the percentage is equal to 500, which is the number of the ODL class. Therefore, our answer 5,000 is correct. Okay, this is our third problem. During the sale, Ashley got 40% discount when she bought a shoes marked 800 pesos. How much was her discount? Okay, let's analyze the problem. What is asked? So, in this problem, it is asking for how much was her discount. So, pag sinabi nating discount, ito yung ating percentage. So, it is asking for the amount of discount. Next, what are the given facts in the problem? So, meron tayo ditong 40% at 800 pesos. So, pag ang number may katabing percent sign, ito yung ating percent rate. At pag sinabi nating mark price, ito yung ating base. So, ang given facts natin ay 40% or 4/10 and 800 pesos. Okay, next step natin is we're going to plan what strategy we will use to solve the problem. So, dito yung 40% ay rate and 800 is the base. So, ang nawawala natin ay ang percentage. So, we're going to solve for the percentage. Ano yung formula? How to find the percentage of a number? P is equal to rate times base. So, let's solve the problem. Hanapin natin yung percentage using the formula. Percentage is equal to rate times base. Ang ating rate is equal to 40% or 4/10. At ang base naman ay 800 pesos. So, let's multiply 800 times 4/10. So, we are going to multiply as if multiplying whole numbers. So, 4 times 0 is equal to 0, 4 times 0 is equal to 0, and 4 times 8 is equal to 32. Then, pagkatapos yan, we're going to count the decimal number in our factors. One decimal number. Then, we are going to cancel 1 0 in our product. Therefore, her discount is 320 pesos. The last step is we're going to look back or check. Gagamitin natin yung ating isa sa formulas. Base is equal to percentage divided by rate. Kung ating sagot dito ay 800 pesos, then our answer, which is 320, is correct. So, let's divide. 320 divided by 4/10. So, bago tayo mag-divide, gagawin muna nating whole number ang ating divisor by just moving the decimal point, one decimal place going to the right. Then, yung 4/10 natin ay nagiging 4. At saka ang 320 ay dagdagan natin ng isang 0. It becomes 3,200. Then, let's divide. 3 divided by 4 cannot be. 32 divided by 4 is equal to 8. 8 times 4 is equal to 32. Then, we're going to copy 2 zeros to our quotient. Then, our answer is equal to 800. Therefore, our answer, 320 pesos, which is our percentage or discount, is correct. Our next topic is solving non-routine problems involving finding the percentage, rate, and base using appropriate strategies and tools. Ano ang non-routine problem? Non-routine problem, it is a problem which requires analysis and insight into known principles of mathematics. Let's analyze the problem. Jocelyn baked some cookies. 3/5 of the cookies were sprinkle cookies. The rest were chocolate chip cookies. Her guest ate all the sprinkle cookies and 25% of the chocolate chip cookies. What percent of the cookies were eaten? Para ma-solve natin ating problem, we're going to use the heuristic strategy. So, sa heuristic strategy, we're going to draw diagrams. So, looking back to our problem, we have here 3/5. So, we can draw a diagram having 5 equal parts. Then, as we all know that 3 parts of it is intended for the sprinkle and the rest is for the chocolate chip. So, it is also said here that her guest ate all the sprinkle cookies. So, kinain lahat yung sprinkle cookies, wala nang natira, at saka kumain din sila ng 25% of the chocolate chip cookies. So, pag sinabi natin 25%, ito yung 1/4. So, hatiin natin to sa 4. So, itong part na ito yung kinain lahat ng kanyang guest. The question is, what percent of the cookies were eaten? So, next na gagawin natin para ma-solve natin ang problem, ay kukunin natin ang equivalent percent ng 3/5. So, the percentage of sprinkle cookies. That is equal to 3/5 times 100%. 3 times 100 is equal to 300, divided by 5 is equal to 60, tapos copy lang natin ang ating percent sign. So, sprinkle cookies is equal to 60%. Kung 60% ang ating sprinkle, ang gagawin natin dun sa percentage ng ating chocolate chip cookies is 100% minus 60% is equal to 40%. 60% plus 40% is equal to 100%, both sprinkle and chocolate chip cookies. So, next natin gagawin is kukunin natin yung percentage of the chocolate cookies that were eaten. So, as we know that the chocolate chip cookies is equal to 40%, then kinain nila yung 25%. Kung i-change natin sa fraction ang 25%, this is equal to 25 over 100. As we all know that yung per 100 is equal to percent. So, 40% times 25 divided by 100. Or 0.4 times 25 is equal to 10 over 100. Okay, yung over 100 is equal to percent sign. Okay, and our answer is 10%. Okay, pagkatapos kukunin na natin ang percentage of cookies that were eaten. Lahat-lahat na, kasama na yung ating sprinkle at saka yung chocolate chip. Sprinkle natin is 60%, ang chocolate chip cookies natin which is 25% of 40%, that is equal to 10%. All in all, we have 70%. So, this is our final answer. What percent of the cookies were eaten? It is 70%. I hope that you learned something for today and thank you for watching.